All right, hey, it's Anthony Iannarino, and I am picking up a remarkable tablet here because I got some notes and I want to give you some thoughts about today's blog post. And I want to start by the idea that there are different competency levels in B2B sales, and you grow through these levels over time, and part of the thing that allows you to do that is your experience. So I'm going to start with transactional, solution sales, and strategic sales, and I'm going to differentiate these for you because it's a lot about differentiation. So if you're transactional, the thing that you want to do is you want to differentiate on your product or your service or your company's history or something like that. So that's what you end up doing when you're transactional. You're going to try to focus on the product because it's just a purchase. And what that means is there's not a great deal of risk, and somebody can order this and they can order something else later on, and it's not going to have a huge impact on their business. It might be important to their business, but making a mistake is not going to kill them. You'll have few stakeholders that you have to talk to. You're just not going to have to talk to a whole bunch of contacts. It might be purchasing, it could be procurement or something like that, but you're not going to have to deal with a large group of people in this kind of a sale. You're going to have to ask for orders. So that's something that you're going to have to do, and you're going to have to overcome objections, sometimes around your price when it's higher than your competitors. But that's the basic skill set. That's a basic set of competencies that you're going to carry on through your entire career in sales. So that's one place that you kind of start, even if you don't want to start there. It's just hard to get the experience to level up until you get some experience. So the second thing is you might be into something we would call a solution sale. So let me describe that. Instead of differentiating on the product itself or your company, you're differentiating on the actual solution. So this is now about, I'm differentiating the way we get to a result. That's what the difference between one solution and another solution looks like. They could do it this way, we do it this way. We think this way's better, you think it's better too, so that's the right thing for us to do. So you're building a solution for them. It's generally a traditional type of discovery. And so that discovery is what's keeping you up at night, or tell me about the problems you're having, and what do you wish your current partner was doing better, or something like that. So all of those kinds of things. Listen, I'm not being critical here. I've asked every one of those questions. That's how I know those questions, because I've done it myself. But that's what you do when you don't have better things available to you other than that, and maybe it's not necessary that you have anything else. So that's one way to think about that too. You're going to probably give a proposal to multiple stakeholders. You're probably going to have more stakeholders getting in because it tends to be more strategic and it tends to be more important when you're actually working on a solution. So you're going to end up having to talk to more people. You're still going to have to overcome objections, and you're probably going to have to ask for a verbal commitment at the end of a presentation or a proposal, and your client's probably going to say something about, I'm going to talk to my team and we'll get back to you after we have a chance to review this. That's very traditional in a solution sale. So you've got some additional competencies here. Now you've got to differentiate on the solution itself. You've got to do a higher level of discovery than you've already been doing. You've got to manage more stakeholders. You've got to be able to have a proposal and a presentation, and you're probably going to have a greater negotiation at the end of that conversation as well. Okay, so let's get to strategic. So this is where we want to get to. So I'm going to give you this in just a minute or two. What you're differentiating on when you're in a strategic consultative role is you're differentiating on your insight and your business acumen and your situational knowledge and the information disparity that you have with your client. I know more than you know. I'm one up when it pertains to this particular conversation that we're having. It means that your approach is different. It's a more consultative approach where you're not asking only questions about what's going on in your world, but you're asking questions that cause clients to recognize something about themselves. So we call this modern discovery. So modern discovery means it's not what's keeping you up at night, it's this is what's keeping you up at night, and these are the things that you should be concerned about, and these are the things that are causing other people to change, and these are the things that you should be worried about. And at the same time, you're still taking in information. They're telling you, well, this is how it's showing up in our world, and here's our perspective about these things. And it becomes a very consultative and still a collaborative conversation. So that's one of the things that you're going to recognize. You are going to need consensus. So the more strategic, the more important, the more that is at risk in a solution that you develop for someone, the more it's a strategic conversation. So you have to be prepared for that. you're going to be extraordinarily collaborative around the solution. So that's one of the things about a strategic sale like this, is it's strategic because you have to make it fit this client. And what you want to recognize is that they have to be able to flawlessly execute whatever you give them. And it probably means they have to make changes on their side. Like, it's not enough for you to just give them the solution and give them the answer. They probably have to make some changes about how they view their business, how they view the decision they're making, and things like that. You're going to need some sort of consensus, and you're going to also need to know how to control the client's process. So this is a big one. So one of the challenges we have right now is building consensus. And the reason we have trouble doing that is because people don't know they have to do it. They don't know who to bring in. They don't know when to bring it in. And they end up having a problem making sure that everybody's on the same page, and so they do nothing. So these are the differences. And what you want to do is start gaining the skills to move up levels. So you want to move up from being transactional to being a solution selling person. So you're B2B, and you are starting to be more and more consultative over time. And as you get the insights and the knowledge and the experience, you're going to move up to the level where you are going to be strategic, you are going to be consultative, you are going to have more information than your client, and you're just going to make bigger deals with longer timelines, and you're just going to continue to get better and better and stronger as you go along. Okay, I'm Anthony Iannarino. Thanks for paying attention to this. Do sign up for the newsletter. It's over here. I don't know where it is, but it's over here. If you find that, sign up for the Sunday newsletter. My best work every Sunday in your inbox Sunday morning, so you can hit the ground running on Monday. Do good work, and I'll see you soon.